What is up, guys? Welcome back to a new video. If you guys are new here, my name is Colton, and let's get right into today's video. Alright, here we go, guys. As you saw in the video title, we are going to be talking about some coins today, some coins that I have just barely actually bought yesterday, and how I sold them, how I did it, how I went about it, how I did all that good stuff, and how I package them and ship them out. So let's start off with these four right here. Obviously, there are four of them, I just said that, and they're all pretty much the exact same. They're not the exact same coin, but they're pretty much the same idea, same price for each of them. So as you can see right here, let's see if the camera will give me a good focus on here. As you can see, we have four. These are called proofs. This is a proof. What year is this one? This is a proof 1962 Washington quarter. Same kind of quarter that you see every single day, except it's a proof and it has some silver in it. So how we go about this is, let me pull it up right here on the screen for you guys. So let's start the screen recording. So we've got the screen recording going. So what we do is we pull up to Google, and what we do is we look up NGC price guide, like US melt values. So what we do is we check, what this bid and the ask is for silver and gold, and that's about it for me at least. And then we scroll down here, and what we do is we check out, oh, look at this. A quarter is melt value at about $4.98. Now, this was a higher price yesterday, so I did sell them at a little bit over melt just because, let's just say something's worth 10 bucks, you want to sell for like 15 just to make yourself a little bit of money. So what I ended up doing is I didn't make much money on these, which is okay, but I bought these four coins, these four quarters, for $21, and I sold them for 22 bucks. What I did was I just posted a quick story up on my Instagram page. I'll show you guys right here what that looks like. Just posted up, said $22 plus shipping. I charge about $4 for shipping. They pay for it, and then I ship it out because that's about how much it costs. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. It kind of changes with the package and how far it is and how much it weighs. So next, let's go to these other items that I bought a couple days ago actually, and I just barely sold today. So we've got two pretty bare Morgan dollars right here. These are actually, let's see if we can get a close-up on one of them. This one is actually a Carson City. Let's see if we can, you might not be able to see it from that far away, and it's really hard to focus the camera. However, as you can see, hopefully, maybe, you might not be able to see it, but there is a little CC on the back about right here. I'll put up a picture of what it's supposed to look like just in case you can't see. And what it is that is where these coins were actually produced. They were produced in Carson City, which is in Nevada, and they produce lower mintages of every single coin. So I believe there are about under 1.2 million of these produced each year in the world, and I have two of them. So those bad boys I bought for, I believe it was $80. No. So I actually bought those bad boys for 80 bucks, and what I sold them for was I sold them for $87, which means I made about 9%, 8% on them. It's a decent profit margin for the smaller ones. The smaller ones is kind of hard to make more profit on. However, I'm pretty proud with what I made on those. Those ones are fine. And then here we have one that I broke even on, just a quick sell just because I didn't want it anymore. This is an 1800s coin. It is an 1877. Let's see if it'll focus on it. I'll just put a picture up right here. An 1877 dime. It is 10 cents, yes. It's from 1877, and actually, this one is from 1876. Sorry, 1877 is a super common date. I get it all the time. But I actually bought that one for $6, and I sold it for $6 just because I didn't really need it anymore, and I didn't really want to take the time to sell it for much more than that. So I quickly posted that one up on Instagram as well. Sold that. That's pretty much what I do for just to get. It's pretty much what I do just to get rid of everything. Here we have a pretty cool piece. If you guys have never seen one, I doubt many of you have. So I'm going to show you. I actually thought that one of these was fake when I bought it. It is a $1 Hawaii bill. So I thought that actually somebody put the letters Hawaii on the back, so I thought it was fake. However, this is not fake. This is a bill from Hawaii. It's got this little piece right here. Okay, well, it says Hawaii right there, and then it says Hawaii on the top as well. So this is a pretty cool bill. I actually took a loss on this one, which is not too bad because it was only like $2, but it was still a loss. I bought it for 17 bucks and I thought I was gonna be able to resell it, but I actually couldn't. So I just ended up selling it for 15 bucks just to get rid of it. I didn't really see me, I posted it a few times at 17, 18, 19, which are still really good prices for what it is, but it just wasn't selling, so I just decided to post it a little bit cheaper and move it super quick, which ended up doing really well because a bunch of people wanted it and it sold super quickly. So we're gonna take that $2 loss and hopefully make $2 back on some of this, like I did. So I ended up, taking no losses technically on this entire lot. So that is pretty much, what I do when I buy stuff. What I do is you're gonna open up your phone, and what I kind of do is I either go to Instagram and I have a coin account. I just follow a bunch of people who post coins all day. I mean, I just barely bought this really beautiful coin. This thing is absolutely gorgeous if it will focus. I don't think this bad boy is gonna focus. Anyways, this bad boy is super gorgeous. It's got some rainbow up here on the top, if you can kind of tell. And then on the back, it's kind of just, normal and maybe like a little crispy toner, but I think it's super pretty and I bought that for a good price. I'm going to be reselling it soon. If you guys want to keep up with what I'm buying and selling, when I'm doing that, all that kind of stuff, just give me a quick follow at Coins and Things on Instagram, and you guys will be able to see what I'm doing. So, as I was saying, what I do when I'm buying is I go to this app called OfferUp. This is not sponsored. This is just an app that I use. What I do is I'll just look up, here we go. We have graded coins, okay? Let's see if we can find one. So I just look up graded coins. We got a few ads that pop up. We got a few garbage things that pop up, which isn't too bad, but it's also not too great. So I do find a lot of these. Here is a common date MS. It's an 1882 MS63. Yes, MS63 Morgan dollar. You guys can't really see it, but I'll put a picture up on the screen. And he's selling it at about 120, which I would buy it for about half of that. So there are a few crazy deals on here, but there's also some good deals if you look deep enough. So here we have a roll of Franklin half dollars. It's overpriced. Here we have a old $2 bill with a star. It's a star note. This bad boy, this guy's selling it for 500 bucks. Yeah, it's a star note. I'd maybe pay 8 to 10 bucks on a good day for it, depending on the condition. And he wants 500 for it. So, I just leave those people alone, let them have their fun. And then, here we have some cooler coins. Let's pull up this man's page. He's got some good deals, so we'll pull it up. Okay, this right here is a 1954 Philadelphia Washington quarter. It is labeled as better uncirculated, and he has it listed for $11, so about $10. And I have personally seen these coins in person. I do deals with this guy a lot. It's definitely better uncirculated. Would I buy it for 11 bucks? Maybe not, but if you're a collector and you're building a typeset or a set for Washington quarters, 11 bucks is definitely a decent price. It's solid. It's not too overpriced. It's not too low. So it's a solid price, and that's what I kind of look for when I'm buying. And then when I sell it, I buy it, I get it in hand, I look at it, I take it out of the case sometimes, I put it in a brand new case in case it was dirty. And then I kind of do some research, go on eBay, look at how much it's buying for, look at how much they're selling it for, and then I list it on Instagram or on OfferUp again, and we sell from there. And most of the time I make a good profit. Some of the time I lose a few bucks, as you saw today. So that's kind of just, what I buy and what I sell. I will now show you guys how I package it up. So let's get into that. Here we go, guys. Okay, so one key thing that you always want to make sure you have when packaging up somebody's order is you have the product, for sure, and you have a little bit of bubble wrap. So what I do is, this is probably too much bubble wrap, but that doesn't really matter. What you do is you pretty much just wrap it up real nice and tight in the bubble wrap. Pretty much kind of just, so it's all, safe. You grab your good old packing tape. Grab a big piece. This roll's a little messed up if you guys can't see it. And what you do is you kind of just pat it on there, and then what I do is I like to just wrap it around just to make sure it's all safe. And then what I do is I just give it a little shake, and as you can see, you can't really hear any coins jiggling around, because what are people gonna want to steal? Money. How do you know it's money? You can hear the coins jiggling around. So I like to make sure that they don't jiggle around. You can't hear them. As for the bills, what we do for those is, so it's a little bit skinnier. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to plop it into here. We just boop, plop it in there. Now you can't even see it. And then after that, we take the coins and we plop them in there as well. Now that they're both in there, now they're all good, what we do is we take this little sticky thing off and we seal it up. Just like that. Now it is sealed up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting a label on this. I'm actually going to be putting it on this side just because that's the front. And that I'm not going to show you guys what I do. I will show you how I do it though with a piece of paper. So we have this piece of paper. We have this label right here. What we're going to be doing is, let's just make sure it looks like a label. It's going to be a little bit smaller. Okay, so we've got our label right here. We got to make sure that the package is all good. We got to make sure that before we seal it, this is the right person. And what we do is we're going to take the top, the side, and the bottom, and then the label is good. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a piece of tape right here on the back so that you can't do that. And then once that is done, what we do is we plop it here on the table and we drop it off to the post office. Once that is all good, we're all good to go, and we just continue the cycle. If you guys liked this video and you guys want more, videos on how I buy and how I sell stuff more in depth, make sure to comment down below if you do want to see that. I will be posting more because it is summer now, and I hope you guys are all having an amazing day and you guys are all staying safe out there. I will see you guys in the next video. All right, adios, homies.